So we got one offensive key. Let's move to the defense, where the linebacking core has a number of question marks.
Yeah, the linebackers, Utah's losing two spectacular linebackers, Gianni Paul and Jared Norris. Just two playmakers, especially Gianni. That dude just had the nose for the football. So there's a hole in the center of the defense. The front four are set. The back five basically are set with the secondary. So the linebackers, Utah will be starting, pretty typical as most programs, two linebackers. But there are some promising names that we've been hearing and we've been seeing. But again, just like the offense, we want to see it happen throughout the season. There's a couple names in particular. One is Cody Barton. He's a sophomore linebacker, and he's a local kid out of Salt Lake City. He measures 6'2", 230. Kind of a good-sized linebacker, not a burner or a speed guy, so it'll be interesting to see how he covers in terms of the pass game. But for all intents and purposes, he knows the defense. He's sound, and he can make the right calls and can make plays. Another name that a lot of people, especially the coaches, are excited about is, let me find his name again right here. I had it a second ago. Sunia Tauteoli. He is actually a JC transfer a year ago, if I remember right, but he couldn't quite get on the field due to trying to grasp the defense. Coaches have been gushing about this kid, the ability for him to make plays. He comes from Snow College, which is a local college here in central Utah. He's likely going to be one of the two starting linebackers, but coaches have been very, very pleased with him. Every time they've been asked about the linebacking core, he's the first name that comes out. And then the third name that a lot of fans are very familiar with, at least around here, is Kavika Luafatasaga. He was actually an Ole Miss commit, switched on signing day, and big, physical, strong guy. His measurement 6'4", 237. Big dude, come out of Arizona Western. He's kind of, if you were to build a linebacker, it'd be hard to build one better than him. But for what we've been hearing, it sounds like he's having kind of a hard time picking up the playbook a little bit, as well as getting a little bit of shape. But he's definitely in the rotation. And then a fourth linebacker, which I wasn't so sure if he would catch on as early as he has, but it sounds like he is Donovan Thompson. He's a freshman, a true freshman out of Miami. When Utah signed this kid and I watched his film, he just had that instinctive ability to get to the ball and make plays. He looked a lot like Gianni Paul to me, which for Utah fans, that's a big deal. Dude is just a flat-out stud. So I wasn't sure if he was going to be able to get on and contribute, but Coach Whittingham has called him out a few times in terms of being a good performer. And if Coach Whittingham kind of keeps repeating the same name over and over again throughout practices, chances are he's going to see some time. So I'm very impressed that he's been able to get on campus and be able to get some attention from the coaching staff.
And Barton, a kid as a freshman who was able to get on the field a little bit and garner 7 tackles.